Welcome back to Doctor Who merchandise news that probably I'm the only one who's interested in. This is a digital exclusive audiobook anthology called the Planetary Collection that comes out on September 3rd. It's 19 hours of collected audios of Doctor Who Target novelization audiobooks. So this collection, as you can see on the cover, includes The Keys of Marinus, as well as Nightmare of Eden, The Caves of Androzani, and Vengeance on Varos, as well as The Waters of Mars. So a great selection of stories, all under the title of Planetary Collection, because they all have, the connection is that they all have planets in the name. So Marinus, Eden, Androzani, Varos, and Mars. So if we look at the timeline of Doctor Who audiobook releases, I have here checked off in green the releases from 2019 onwards that have been released in these audiobook anthology sets, and these are the releases pre-2018 that are left for them to come out on these anthologies. So we have, excitingly, only one more left out of the two from 2018 with The Caves of Androzani coming out on this set. We've got one of the releases from 2020 coming out in this set, which is cool, Vengeance on Varos, and none from 2020 or 2021, but we do have two releases from 2022, Keys of Marinus and Nightmare of Eden, and one from 2023. This is the first of the 2023 audio releases to come out in anthologies, so that means that these are now up for grabs, and it appears there's only a 2-year embargo on adding these releases to anthologies, because obviously they want the latest releases to sell well and be bought separately, but these anthologies just save you so much money, which is why I absolutely love them. So that's very exciting. So these are now up for grabs. I always try and think of how could this be how could future sets be created, and adding in new stories gives us more options. For instance, what would a secondary planetary set look like? What would the second planetary collection look like? My guesses here in this line are based on audios that are available to us from 2023 backwards. So look, Planet of Evil, that's obvious. If the title had to be Planet, then it's not an actual planet title, but it has planet in the title. Keeper of Traken, definitely a good contender. That's the one that I'm confident on. Planet of the Ood, again, could be in there. Arc of Infinity, Enemy of the World. Just trying to think of like the closest thing to, I don't know, a planet. Arc of Infinity is pretty weak, I'll admit that. The Horns of Nimon, that is definitely a great contender. I think that would actually be even more likely. They could also do Mission to Magnus, or if they were going literal with the planet in the title, we could have Planet of Fire there.